searchable, so you can search for a hashtag like a city name or even a certain neighborhood and find a listing you may not have seen otherwise. Rooms with candlelight and soft music help people eat about 120 fewer calories per meal compared to eating somewhere bright and loud. Would you like to be more likable and considered great leadership material? Just use your hand gestures wisely.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to tune in to the first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. to learn about the latest advances in healthcare available right here at home. Ocala Regional Medical Center and Strive have teamed up to bring the most qualified medical professionals on the air to answer your questions and bring information to help you in your decisions concerning your health. Again, that's the first and third Thursday. Health matters.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. It's another beautiful day in Ocala, and my gosh, temperatures today not getting as warm as we were originally told we would. We thought we would see temperatures in the lower 90s. It still might happen, who knows? But now the forecast, anyway, says the high temperature of 87. I know it's splitting hairs, Robin, between 87 and 91, but there's a psychological thing, right, that happens?
Yeah.
So there's another psychological thing that happens when you go to the Facebook page of Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens and Nursery, and you see these beautiful flowers. I don't know. Let's see what they are. Let's see. I'll click on the yellow one. Oh, Coreopsis, Robin. I'm learning new words. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Do you know anybody who might know how to pronounce these words?
Not me.
Blanket flower, a gaillardia. Isn't that an airport in New York City?
Well, I bet we know an expert that will be able to help because I sure can't pronounce it.
Oh, you mean Laurie Williams?
Yes.
Let me see if I
fabulous.
can. Let me see if I can do some mental telepathy and.
Okay.
Laurie Williams, please come talk to me.
Hello.
There she is. There she is. Holy mackerel, Robin.
You're so good.
I've been taking those vitamins and I think they're working.
Excellent.
Look at these beautiful flowers, Laurie.
You did very good, Larry.
Did I do good?
You did good. The first one was Coreopsis.
Oh, I did that good. I thought you meant my mental
Coreopsis.
telepathy.
That one was almost good. No, not your mental telepathy. I don't know about that. Can't help you with anything about that.
All right, so Coreopsis.
And then Coreopsis, that's a perennial yellow flower. Comes back every year. Blooms from spring all the way through till frost.
That's not photoshopped at all. That's the color it really is.
Oh no,
right?
that's a picture. The pictures that you see on the Facebook page are actual pictures that we take here at the nursery of all the plants and stuff. So yeah, they're not Photoshop.
Look at that color, Robin. No wonder the bees like it. To a bee, that must look like a buffet. I mean, he must say, "Whoa, look at that! I'm gonna go get something to eat, right?" All right. So there's a bunch of them, and the next one. This is such a pretty flower. It sounds like an airport in New York. Gaillardia.
Yeah, and you were perfect. Yep, Gaillardia. That's the name of it, or blanket flower, and it's also a perennial, and it's a native plant, very hardy. Sometimes you see them alongside the road. They grow them alongside the roads too. So
really
around here. Yep.
I guess I'm not looking to the left or to the right. I'm always looking ahead of me.
You don't recognize the flowers like somebody like I do.
Really? Okay. Now I got to start looking left or right. The green part, the leafy part around this flower looks like something a rabbit might eat.
Yeah, it probably could.
All right. Let me flip to what you got here. Oh, what's this red one? Oh, hold on. Tobacco? This is tobacco?
Yeah, it's a tobacco plant, or nicotiana is another name for it. And it is another perennial that will bloom from spring all the way through till frost. Pretty cold hardy.
Is this the same tobacco in a cigarette?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. It's a tobacco plant, Robin.
Yeah.
Wow.
But T-A-B, not T-O-B.
Right.
Tobacco. Well, boy, there's a pretty flower on a tobacco plant. Who knew? Wow.
They come in reds and pinks and white and salmon. They come in a bunch of different colors.
You don't smoke, do you?
No, I do not smoke.
Just the word tobacco. I used to smoke cigars. I miss cigars, but I don't smoke them anymore. All right.
Gotcha.
Oh, the next one. Oh, yesterday I had my first ever. Are you ready for this? What's it called again?
What's that?
Sushi.
Yes.
I had sushi for the first time in my life.
Oh, did you really?
Have you ever had it?
Yes, I have had sushi.
Okay. So can we?
Some sushi's pretty good.
So the next one is called shrimp, and somebody told me there was shrimp in my sushi, and I.
But you were brave, right?
I tried it. I never had it before. To me, it was no big deal, to be honest with you.
Yep.
But
and the shrimp plant is a good plant. It attracts hummingbirds and butterflies. We've got a lot of different hummingbird and butterfly plants right now.
I guess
so shrimp is a good one.
I guess if you blurred your eyes, it does look like a shrimp, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. The blooms do, and we have a red shrimp plant and we have a yellow shrimp plant.
You know what it looks like to me? It looks like a red version of the tornado potato. Have you ever seen the tornado potato?
I've never seen a tornado potato.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I have not.
You know when they do spiral ham? They cut a ham into a spiral?
Right.
Well, they do the same thing with a potato. They do a spiral potato and then they deep fry it on a stick. So and then they sell it. They put salt on it and it's like this big gigantic.
Oh wow!
It's a whole potato chip.
Oh wow!
And that's what these look like.
Sounds awful.
Red.
Sounds awful greasy to me.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It
is. Do plants ever fight for space? Like, do you ever have plants been planted where one sort of doesn't like the other, and they kind of like take over and kill it?
Yeah. Yeah, they can kind of choke each other out. There's some ground covers that'll do that. We, kind of give suggestions to people when they come in, like if they want to do a ground cover, but they want to plant some plants in with the ground cover, they got to be careful because some ground covers will just kind of overtake the plants and crawl over top of them, and eventually they'll choke the plants out. So some things you got to be careful about, and you want to space them far enough apart, some of your shrubs and stuff, so they don't crowd each other out also. So, jasmine. Jasmine is a really good ground cover, but you don't want to plant it with a whole lot of other stuff just because it tends to want to crawl over top of the other plants and it'll climb up trees and stuff. But if you're trying to do if you got a big area to cover, the jasmine works very good, especially if you've got like erosion or something, it works well.
So plants can fool us because jasmine is so pretty and it smells so good. Larry has a big jasmine plant in his yard, and boy, it's plants can fool you. They're nice.
You have different kinds of and you have different kinds of jasmine. Like you have the ground cover jasmine that doesn't really flower; it's just a ground cover, and that's the one that's a little more evasive. And then you have like what Larry has, which is the Confederate jasmine, which will climb up a trellis. Or we have them. Actually, we have 2 or 3 of them around the nursery. We have them climbing up pine trees. We planted them around the pine trees, and they go all the way to the top of the pine trees, and they are absolutely gorgeous when they bloom. Wow. But that just shows you how big they can get and how far they can go.
So I didn't know which plant I had that was called a jasmine, and I think you just reminded me. That's
Confederate jasmine.
That's the one that's on my shed. Oh.
Yeah, with pretty white flowers.
Did you ever
pretty white, real fragrant blooms.
Yeah. Can I tell you what happened to my shed?
What happened to your shed?
Well, a few years ago, I heard this big noise, and what happened was a tree fell, and it knocked out one wall of my shed, and I'm not a carpenter, okay? So I nailed it back together, but it was horrible looking, and it had holes and everything. So somebody told me to put this plant, what's it called, Confederate jasmine?
Yeah.
And I put it there, and it took about 3 years, but now the whole thing is covered.
Yes. And that's usually what that Confederate jasmine does. It sits there for a year, and then the second year it starts growing, and by the third year it just really has just gone crazy.
And you know what you cannot do? You cannot.
What's that?
You cannot trim it and then try to chop up the trimmings with your lawnmower. Because that stuff is so strong, the lawnmower will go, it'll just stop, and then you go, oh my gosh, it won't cut it. Wow.
Yeah. Does it wind around the blade? Is that what it did?
It just and it's full of milk. All this white stuff comes out of it.
Yes, exactly.
It's a mess.
And if you get that milky stuff on you, it's so hard to get off.
Does it glow under a black light? No?
It might. I don't know. I've never tried it.
Oh my
gosh. Do you have anything there like that will bring the grass back, because people have dogs and you go in your yard and they, do their pooping and everything, and then all of a sudden the grassy areas start to die?
Yeah, we do. We have a good fertilizer, and now's the time of year to be fertilizing the lawn. So we've got a good fertilizer that you can use, or even like Milorganite. Milorganite is really good. But if you've got a lot of weeds in your lawn, we've got a good weed and feed fertilizer that will kill the weeds. And it's good on all Florida lawns. So it'll work on a St. Augustine lawn. It'll work on a centipede, bahia, zoysia. So all of the Florida lawns it will work on. And then we also have another fertilizer. It's a dollar weed killer control is what it is. Because dollar weed is so bad. But it works very good to get rid of dollar weed.
And how about now, that spring is here, there are a lot of blooms, and then people's asthma and things kick up. Are you able to tell the people what kind of plants those are so they can stay away from it if they got that pollen problem?
Yeah, we usually can help them with that. And usually, and there's some trees also that you kind of want to stay away from. We've got some trees that you want to stay away from. And, a lot of the flowering stuff that has a fragrance to it, like the gardenias, the jasmine, stuff like that, they have to be careful of. And trees like a ligustrum tree puts on those white blooms, and those white blooms have a little fragrance to them. They're bad. Sycamore trees are bad. There's a number of different ones, but yeah, we can help them with that also.
So I'm still looking on your Facebook page. By the way, for the listeners, if you want to see some of the beautiful plants and flowers that they have over at Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens and Nursery, go on Facebook, because I know everybody's on Facebook except for my friend Mole. It's his name, Mole. Anyway, so go there and you will see these beautiful flowers. I'm looking at the heliotrope. Am I saying that one right?
Yeah, you did. Heliotrope, yes. And that's great for the shade. And it has a fragrance to it. It doesn't get real tall, but it has a good fragrance, and it's really pretty. Purple blooms, it puts on little clusters of purple blooms.
You know what would be fun to do? I'm going to do a video with you. I want to come over there and blindfold you, if you don't mind.
I'll shoot the video.
And then,
you guys go.
And then I want to take you by the hand and walk you up to a plant, and of course I'll have to read the label, and I'll say, okay, just from the smell alone, what is this? And then see if you can. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun.
How well do you think you would do?
I would probably do pretty well. I think I would.
That's pretty neat. That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Laurie the
you know what I'll do though? I'll slip in a trick. I'll get a Wendy's double cheeseburger, and I'll say, what does this smell like? What is this? What plant is this? You have one called Wendy's Wish on here. Wendy's Wish, that's a plant?
We do. It's a salvia. It's a perennial salvia that's good for hummingbirds and butterflies. It's called Wendy's Wish. So it's a salvia that gets a little bit taller, 2 or 3 feet tall.
I hear a bird in your background.
I'm sitting inside the greenhouse, and there's birds out there chirping, and the wind chimes are just making all kinds of music this morning. It's really, really pretty out this morning. Beautiful day.
When you die, when I die, I'm going to say, boy, it's so pretty here. When you die, you're going to say, God, you could fix this place up a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm here for, to help you do that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think he'll need that help.
Do you carry bird feeders and also those things that you put on there to deter squirrels and other animals from climbing up eating the birdseed?
Oh, or climbing into your garbage pail when it's filled with water.
No, I don't have any of those. We do have bird baths coming in, though. Bird baths should be in another 2 or 3 weeks. And we have the wind chimes in now. We've sold a lot of wind chimes. It's been a good selling point. The wind chimes have, and we've got new pottery coming in today also. So
I'm going to buy a lot of new stuff. I'm going to buy a bird bath, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Wonderful. Well, you'll have to come see me.
I want to see a bird. I want to see birds outside my window. So, can I tell you Robin's story?
Tell me Robin's story.
Robin gathers rainwater for her potted plants, right?
Yes.
And she uses like a.
Does you have a rain barrel?
No, I've got a tall kitchen garbage can. It's plastic.
Oh yeah, that works good too.
Yeah, it works really good.
As much rain as we have, you don't need a barrel. Garbage can works good.
Right. But she said to me, this is what she said to me. There's something furry in my water. I'm afraid to look at it. So I went over there. Guess what it was?
What was it?
A squirrel. It was dead. It climbed in there looking for some leftovers.
And it couldn't get out.
Right.
He drowned.
So I went over there and Robin said, could you please bury it? I said, oh, okay.
Did you bury it for her?
Yeah, can you bury it like really deep in the woods? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we walked deep into the right. And now I'm going to pull it out with the shovel and I say, do you want to see it? And she says, no, I don't want to look at it.
Me neither.
And Laurie,
yeah, I know.
I looked at it. Laurie, I'm going to have nightmares the rest of my life about the eyes. Yes. The eyes, when a squirrel has been in the water one day, the eyes.
You really don't need a description.
Oh, I can't describe it. It just distresses me. It's the worst thing you ever want to see.
I didn't look.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
Oh my gosh.
No, it was awful. Now I got to get a grate for the top and anchor it on.
Yes, I think that's what you need to do so we have no more dead animals in that water, right?
Yeah, exactly. I bleached it out real good and washed it, so now I can put it back out for rainwater.
Gotcha.
I'm like you. I couldn't look at it. No, thank you.
Not me. That's right.
No.
Unfortunately, I looked at it.
You're a good man, Larry.
No,
You're
I'm
a
not.
good man, Larry.
I wish there was a warning sign. I would have said, no, Larry shouldn't look either. Larry looked and he shouldn't have looked.
We could have blindfolded you.
Oh, there you go.
And then had me smell it. Oh, smell it.
Yeah, exactly.
What does that smell like? Oh, it smells like a dead squirrel with bulging eyes.
That's right.
Oh, my
do you
gosh.
have like some people will plant flower gardens and then they'll put ornamental vegetables around the border? Do you carry those too?
Yeah, we do. We have vegetable plants, a lot of vegetable plants right now. We've got herbs, a nice good selection of herbs also. And then we've got marigolds and stuff like that you can plant around your vegetable gardens, to kind of help deter some of the bugs and stuff. So, yeah, we do. We get a lot of that.
Oh, nice. Marigolds deter bugs. That's cool.
Yeah.
Ornamental vegetables. That's called parsley, right?
I don't think they're ornamental. Oh, yeah, ornamental
Like
vegetables would be
cabbages.
parsley and rosemary. But, yeah.
All right. So one more I got to ask you about. And I know we're taking a little bit longer than normal, but one more on your Facebook page. It says whirling butterflu. Is that a misprint or should be butterfly or butterflu?
Should be butterfly.
Oh, butterfly. Okay. It says whirling.
It's actually a perennial. It's called a guara, which attracts butterflies and hummingbirds. They get maybe a foot tall. They put a long shoot of a bloom on with some little blooms coming down off of it. But it probably is a misprint.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A butterflu. Okay. Well, I just want to know what I'm asking.
The butter flew away.
There you go.
Oh, you got it. You actually got it.
See?
The next picture is a penta, and it actually shows a butterfly on the plant.
Yeah, pentas are really good for butterflies.
Who did the picture? Did you take the picture?
Marianne did. She's the other girl that works here. She does a lot of the pictures for Facebook.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
Yeah, yes.
What kind of butterfly?
Okay, Marianne, go take some pictures. We need them on Facebook.
Is that
She'll go run around and she takes pictures.
Yeah, because I'm going to talk on the radio. Larry doesn't know what to say. He doesn't have pictures.
That's right. Go take a bunch of pictures.
All right, I really, a couple things. I'm going to make a promise. I want to come over there and get a bird bath. And I want to come over there with a blindfold and a video camera. I know that sounds creepy. I know, but I mean, wouldn't it be fun? Right?
That'd be fun. That would be cool.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Yeah. Don't tell Bob. Hey, there's a man coming over with a blindfold and a video camera. Don't tell him.
He'll be at the gate.
We might make you blindfold him and make him do it.
Laurie, you're too fun. All right. So go to Bob Wine's Community Gardens and Nursery. Say hello to Laurie and who's the lady again that takes the pictures?
Marianne.
Marianne. Say hello to Marianne and of course to Bob Wines. And they are located at what's the address again?
2610 Southeast 38th Street.
There you go.
And our hours are Monday through Friday 9 to 4 and 9 to 4:30 and Saturday 9 to 3.
All right. And the phone number is 629-5766.
Yes.
Right. All right, Laurie, thank you again for being on the air with us. That was fun.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, we will be right back. This is WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Thursday, sunshine mixing with clouds and quite warm. High 85 near the coast, 90 inland. Then partly cloudy Thursday night with a low of 62 to 67. Friday will be breezy with clouds and sun. Look for a shower and thunderstorm or two in the afternoon. The high 83 to 87. For Saturday, mostly sunny. High 82 at the coast, approaching 90 well inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. So, you used to be wired, now you're just tired. You used to be thin, but now you're the heaviest you've ever been. You don't necessarily always have to take a med if your thyroid is playing dead. If you have a thyroid disorder, an acupuncture visit may be in order. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein, at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey Ocala, look around. It's tree planting time. Time to get on over to Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens, where savings are huge during their truckload tree sale right now. You can get a big number 5 size live oak, not $49, not $39, just $29.99 at Bob Wine's. Huge selection of gorgeous shade trees with prices starting at just $54.99. And yes, how about citrus? From orange to kumquat, Bob Wine's has the citrus trees with prices starting at a super low $49.99. And yes, Bob has palm trees, prices as low as $32.99. Other great deals this week: delightful Gerber daisies, regularly $4.99 for just $2.99. Selection of pottery, even wind chimes, all now at Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 2, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Here is your 30-second news brief from the source. A Marion County school employee has been fired for taking driver's education cars home, getting in a crash, and then blaming a student. SpaceX is hoping to make history this evening at Cape Canaveral by launching a rocket with a reused booster. The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon will be taping at Universal Orlando next week to celebrate the grand opening of their new ride. Tapings begin Monday with guests Vin Diesel and Shaquille O'Neal. And that is your news brief from the source.
News sure travels fast in a small town. When May's husband walks out on her, she quickly discovers she's the closest thing to a single woman for miles around, and the fellas start lining up at her door. Live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater, The Affections of May is a delightful romantic comedy playing March 16th through April 9th. Warm, witty, and full of laughs, The Affections of May is sure to make you smile. For tickets, call 352-236-2274. That's 236-2274. Or go to okalacivictheater.com.
Big band lovers, listen up. Monday, April 3rd at 7:30 p.m. at the Riley Arts Center in Ocala, you will be able to